Hello, Scoobies! How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. If you're not, that's not my problem. I'm the queen, okay? I'm always doing fantastically fabulous. And that energy needs to just wash over all of you so that you do fantastically fabulous too. You know who's not doing fantastically fabulous? Stupid people. Allow me to educate you. So I had this comment on my channel that I haven't replied to because I wanted to do a video instead. And they got part of it right. Okay, they got part of it right. These people were like, Wicca is an inherently mystery tradition. Sorry, I read that wrong. Initiatory, not inherently, initiatory. Mysterious tradition, not the book read stuff. I'm sorry, what crack are you smoking and how do I participate? Okay? Because whatever meth you've got going on, honey, I want to cook it too. Okay, we gonna cook some good stuff together. Hoodoo is a folk magic tradition from the Africa Diaspora hidden within Christianity. Okay, you've got part of this kind of sort of right. Okay, Hoodoo is a tradition created by African slaves that is bathed in Christianity for a lot of reasons. Slavery is the main one, right? You're hiding your religious and spiritual practices from those that will hang you. I mean, come on now, right? So, the Wicca stuff, though, is what gets me. Because it's not inherently initiatory. I mean, the Gardner stuff might have been back in the day in the way that he, right? Because the Gardner stuff was it was more ceremonial than it was what we see today. Wicca today has evolved into this very simple, easy to follow kind of recipe of set up a candle this way or set up an altar that way and all of your life's dreams and ambitions will come true. Like, honey, we live in fucking reality. Shit don't work like that, okay? So today's Wicca is not initiatory at all, and it's not fake or fraudulent. It's just different and evolved from other forms of Wicca. There are more ceremonial forms of Wicca out there that are practiced in modern day. There are the Gardner versions, there's the Dianic and the other kinds of Wicca. And if you buy the Buckland's book, then yes, there's initiation rituals in there, but I believe, and don't quote me, but I believe those can be done solitary. A lot of witchcraft today isn't about getting together with groups for obvious reasons, even though a lot of places are starting to lift restrictions and so on and so forth. But we also just don't get together as witches like we did in the 70s, right? You remember the 70s? Who here remembers the 70s? I remember the 70s. I was around in the 1770s. Let me tell you about the 1770s sometime. Oh, crap. What an age. What an era to be alive in, okay? The 1770s were better than the 1970s, okay? So I just wanted to tell you that I think it's ridiculous when people come out and say, oh, this tradition is this and this tradition is this. Obviously, some traditions are this because there's racial elements included and white people shouldn't really be stepping on toes in areas they shouldn't be involved in. However, hoodoo is less these days, less about who can and who can't, and just more about pay respect and honor to the ancestors. Now, other forms of African traditions are basically a no-no to the white folk, okay? The white folk are just a no-no. Don't go there if you white folk, okay? Because then you stepping all over toes and cultural appropriation and blah, blah, blahs, okay? So the thing is that when people say that a certain tradition is a certain way or a certain magical practice is a certain way and that magical practice has mostly been practiced by white people for many, many years, at that point, it's just gatekeeping bullshit, okay? It's just gatekeeping bullshit. This person is just gatekeeping bullshit, okay? Just gatekeeping bullshit. Anywho, I just wanted to rant and rave about that, about nothing, because the 1770s were better than the 1970s, and one day I'll tell you all about that. But I have to go and then come right back to do a second video, and I have a very speaky cat, so I have to go figure out what that nonsense is all about. Love your faces.